Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're tackling a really big question for US CPA firms. How do you actually scale your business and get more efficient? You've probably heard about outsourcing, but the real decision isn't just if you should do it, it's where.
So let me ask you something, and be honest. Does it feel like your firm's growth is just stuck? You're juggling crazy high costs, you're drowning during tax season, and you're constantly worried about your best people just completely burning out? If you're nodding your head right now, trust me, you are not alone.
So outsourcing seems like the obvious answer, right? It's a way to scale up, save some money, and honestly, just give your clients better service. But the second you decide to do it, you hit a fork in the road. And you have to make a choice between two totally different models.
Okay, so on one side, you've got nearshore outsourcing. Now, think of this as extending your team to a nearby country, somewhere the workday pretty much lines up with yours. The whole idea is all about proximity, both in geography and time, so that collaboration feels totally seamless.
Then, on the other side, you've got the offshore model. This is where you're tapping into talent pools in countries farther away, like India, for example. And the goal here is to get access to a huge number of skilled professionals and get some really significant cost advantages.
All right, let's break this down, because this is really the heart of the matter. Nearshore's biggest selling point? That time zone alignment. It means you can collaborate in real time. Offshore's superpower? Cost effectiveness and the ability to handle a massive volume of tasks. It's that classic dilemma. Do you want seamless teamwork, or do you want powerful scale?
So let's dig into that nearshore advantage first. This whole strategy is built around real-time synergy. I mean, those overlapping work hours, they're not just convenient, they become a huge strategic asset for your firm.
So what does that seamless collaboration actually look like? Well, because you're working at the same time, you get instant communication. That means you can get faster answers for your clients. You can jump on a quick video call to solve a tricky problem. It makes your nearshore team feel less like a vendor and more like they're just sitting in the office down the hall.
Okay, now let's flip the script and talk about that offshore efficiency engine. This is all about leveraging global talent to seriously cut down your overhead and scale your operations in a way you probably couldn't otherwise.
And here's the thing that a lot of people miss. Yeah, the cost savings are a massive deal, but that is not the whole story. Offshore gives you access to this huge, skilled workforce, people who often already know US GAAP and IRS rules inside and out. They can power through that high-volume prep work, letting you process hundreds of returns during your busiest times.
So we've seen what both models bring to the table. Nearshore for that close collaboration, offshore for cost and scale. It feels like you have to pick a side, right? But what if that's the wrong question entirely? The smartest firms are figuring out that maybe you don't have to choose at all. And this is where the hybrid model comes into play. It is such a powerful strategy because it combines the absolute best of both worlds. The goal is simple, but it's a game changer. Create a continuous, 24-hour workflow that completely transforms your firm's productivity.
Just look at how this works. It's kind of brilliant. While you and your US team are asleep, your offshore team is busy doing all the heavy lifting, the data entry, the prep work. Then, when you start your day, all that work is ready for your nearshore team to review and handle any urgent client stuff in real time. And the result? Your in-house experts are finally free to focus on what actually grows the business. High-level strategy and taking care of your best clients.
Okay, but I know what you're probably thinking. This sounds great, but won't my clients know they're being passed around? It's a totally valid concern, and that's where white label services are so important. It just means all this amazing work on the back end happens invisibly, delivered seamlessly under your firm's brand. To your clients, nothing's changed except that you're faster and more responsive.
All right, let's bring it all home. How do you figure out the optimal mix for your firm? Let's put together a clear roadmap. This table pretty much says it all. Use your nearshore team when speed and real-time client interaction are key. You use your offshore team for cost-effective scale on all that bulk processing, and you combine them into a hybrid model to get the ultimate trifecta: efficiency, flexibility, and a 24/7 productive workflow. And at the end of the day, what does this all mean? Well, a hybrid strategy directly solves all those problems we talked about at the very beginning. It lets you scale up for tax season without killing your team, it slashes your operating costs, and it makes your clients happier with faster turnaround times. It really is a win-win-win.
So I'll just leave you with this final thought. A lot of people see outsourcing as a way to replace tasks or people. But what if its real power isn't about what you replace, but about the incredible potential you unlock in your core team when you finally give them the space to do their best work?